Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal with Crystal Intentions, and we are here with another pick a symbol reading. These are just some symbols, excuse me, I had on the table. I'm working on some custom pieces, so I decided why not? So 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. We have the Ankh, Anubis, and a snake. So whichever symbol resonates with you, or you can just go with the number that you hear or that you are drawn to, 1, 2, or 3. It's just a visual. And we're going to go ahead and get started. If you need more time, you're welcome to pause the video. As always, I ask that you subscribe so you will know when I upload videos. Like, comment, so I would know if this message resonated with you. You can also find me on Instagram at Crystal Intentions and at crystalintentions@gmail.com if you would like to book a personal reading. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you have chosen number 1, the Ankh, let's see what messages come out. Goodness, okay. So, for those that have chose the first one, hold on, let me look at something really quickly. And also this, some bottom of the pack. Let's get some clarity. So I feel like there is a lot of strong energy that's being suppressed. That's interesting. There is a need for change and a need to break free of a situation. It's definitely a very, it's like a, how can I say it? It's an energy of suppression. Something or someone is being held down. And it feels as if it's someone with a very strong energy, very, I don't know why I can't make sense of what is in my head. It's the sense of wanting to be free. It's the energy of someone that is very outspoken, headstrong, just a strong energy in general that is being suppressed. Maybe that's why I can't say it clearly, because it could be a throat chakra issue as well. Let's see if we can get some more clarity. Smoke is too heavy. sense of wanting to be free, and I feel like someone is stuck in a situation that it's I don't want to say that you can't leave. There's something holding you there, but it goes against everything that is you. This whatever the situation that is holding you to it is not you. I feel the energy of a person that is used to not being held down, but something that's holding you down. And it's this sense of wanting to break free. So it could be staying in a relationship for all the wrong reasons. There's some kind of internal battle with leaving versus staying. And a sense of wanting to be free of this situation, but not sure. It's not that you're unsure. It just feels like it's something that, and it feels very motherly, like a feminine energy. But it feels like I can't get out what I need to say. So if I was speaking about a specific person, I would say that this person is very strong. Maybe the matriarch of the family, a very head of household, take charge energy, but there's a situation that is keeping you from being who you truly are. It feels like making yourself smaller to keep someone else in a bigger position, whether it's a relationship or a job situation. It's like not being able to show your full potential in fear of stepping on somebody else or hurting somebody else or dimming somebody else's shine. So it's kind of like you're dimming your own light. If that makes sense. Yeah. And not wanting to move on. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth energy. It's a lot of it's like definitely a lot of holding yourself back. Oh, you know what? I didn't even see this on the table. So we have new opportunities coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. So it could be a job-related issue. It just could just be time for you to move on. Like you could be in a place that you're not being appreciated, and it's like you're not given credit for the things that you're doing. Someone else is taking that credit, and you may feel like you're in a position where you can't say anything, even though you're not the type of person that doesn't say anything. The energy feels like you're the type of person that does speak up for themselves, that doesn't let people walk all over them, but there's something going on where you feel like you can't take up for yourself, so to speak. Let me see, where do I want to go? it's just time for you to take back your power, whether that be moving on from a relationship or just any situation that's not serving you. Whether there looks like there may be another opportunity as far as like if it's a career related issue, that it just may be time for you to just move on past that situation or past that. I mean, I never want to tell anybody to leave your job, but if this situation resonates with you and you are someone that has been thinking about moving on because it's just not a fit anymore, it seems like you are being guided to do that if you already have something else lined up. It just feels like you're in a situation where you've been abused. Not so much as abused, just taken advantage of. And it's just like for some reason you can't utilize the power that you naturally have. That's the best way I can describe it. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a block in communication, which could be why also cannot get the words out. It's like a throat chakra issue, but it doesn't feel like you're someone that doesn't know how to communicate. For some reason, you are being held back from saying the things that you want, need, or should say. So I hope that makes sense for whoever this message was for, and it gives you a little clarity about a situation that you may be dealing with. So, you know, please reach out to me and let me know if that resonates with you, and I'm going to move on to the next message. Okay, for those of you that have chose number 2 or the Anubis symbol. Let's see what messages come through for you. Message fell on the floor before I started shuffling. Okay. Okay, so for those of you that have chose number 2, that's interesting because this is the first word I heard was deceit. That's literally the first thing I heard before I started shuffling was deceit. So it seems like whoever has chosen number 2, that you may be in a situation that is unbalanced. There is a lot of deceit. There is a lot of lying. It may be a third-party situation. You may or not be the third party, but and it feels like that whoever chose this reading, it's you know about the situation, but you are you are not facing the reality of it. There's an illusion or delusion. We're not wanting to see what's actually going on, but it's there. It seems like you're holding on to something that needs to be let go of. It seems this person does not have your best intentions in mind. But for some reason you don't want to move as far as like moving past the relationship. Let me see what else I can get. Let's go here. Sometimes you just have to say F it and move on. I don't know if the situation is a situation that you're staying in for financial reasons, but it's time to move past the situation. It's unbalanced. It's unbalanced. And it doesn't seem like it's going to improve. It's only going to leave you hurt. But it's like you have all the strength to move on. Like it must be another reason that you are staying besides love. Or love is not the only reason, I should say. That's interesting. You got that card. Yeah. It's not likely that it's going to get better. I'm gonna stop there, but that's the message. It just feels like that whoever chose this particular symbol or number, that you're in an unbalanced situation, that yeah, it's just time for you to move on. If it's no longer serving you, especially if it's something that you are aware of, as opposed to ignoring what's happening and pretending like you don't see it or you don't care, the situation is not going to improve. It's just time to let it go. That's my message. Okay, welcome back for those that have chose 3 or the snake. These are some strong messages today. I don't know what energy I tapped into. But it's not all love and light. So let's see. Let's go with what deck? Let's go here. Actually, no. Let's go here. Let's see. So for those that have chose the snake, rattlesnake in particular, what message do we have for you? So, okay, so for those of you that have chose number 3, it feels like your energy is all over the place. You definitely need to get out in nature and do some grounding. I keep looking at this green feather for some reason, and I'm trying to figure out what is that? Why is that catching my eye? I think that you need to get out in nature and do some grounding. Walk through the grass, maybe touch some trees to ground your energy. And the way the cards are trying to keep falling, your energy feels all over the place. It feels all over the place. There's definitely a situation that you are dealing with that you don't know where to put it. not so much as what to do with it. It's like, you know, when you have to make a decision on something and you just like, it's just like you just don't want to deal with it. But at the same time, you don't want it just sitting in your mind. I'm sure people that have like placements in Gemini can understand that, because it's a very overthinking, overanalyzing energy. Don't want to think about it, but can't stop thinking about it, which is why I feel like you need to go and do some grounding work. Put your feet in the dirt, touch some trees, get out in nature and just walk. I find that it helps me. My moon is in Gemini, so my mind never stops. So I find that just walking sometimes, just in nature, helps ground those thoughts, where they're not just in my mind. Let's see if we can get some more clarity. And I'm hearing be gentle with yourself. And that you don't have to carry this by yourself. There are ancestors around you that you can call on, that are there to assist you with whatever this decision is. But it feels like something that you don't want to face. And I keep seeing the image of like doing everything else but dealing with this situation, even though it's there and it needs to be dealt with. We're still under this full moon, aren't we? I don't feel like it's something that needs to be released. I feel like it's something you have to deal with. And you're not dealing with it for whatever reason. You're finding other ways to kind of suppress it, but not actually deal with it. But I think you need, like, to put it in, you need a way, you need, what's the word I'm looking for? You need to get out and get to yourself in a way where it clears out all the other clutter and you're able to think clearly on the situation at hand, as opposed to one, ignoring it or listening to other outside influences that maybe try to tell you what to do, but it's something that is off with your energy that needs to be centered, so you're able to focus more clearly on the situation at hand, if that makes sense. Because it's like sometimes it just feels like a situation you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with. But it's like people and forces around you are not helping, so it just feels like you just need to ignore it for now. But it's not going to fix itself. You have to deal with it eventually. But I think I keep being drawn to this green and grass and nature, because getting out in nature is going to help you put some things in perspective and give you a little bit of clarity and ground some of that energy out of you. That was a whole channel message. Yeah. Yeah. And also getting out of nature. Oh, you got Temperance twice. And also getting out of nature is going to help you because I feel like you're having some issues sleeping too. do feel like there is some relief coming. Something is coming in, or someone is coming in to kind of like help alleviate some of this burden off of you, to kind of help you deal with it, because it just feels like you've been dealing with it all by yourself. Or dealing with the brunt of it by yourself. It's like the responsibility end falls on you of it. But yes, so my suggestion is get out in nature and do some walking and thinking, maybe talking to your spiritual team, your ancestors, asking for some clarity and some guidance on this particular situation. So it's not so heavy on you. Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull one more card. And whoever this message is for, you may need to reach out to somebody that you trust, to just be an ear as well, because it feels like it's a very heavy situation. I don't know what the situation is. It just feels heavy. Yeah, and and maybe getting out in nature and actually doing that thinking and walking is going to reveal some things to you that you hadn't even seen yet, or that you hadn't even realized. Definitely get out. And if you can't get out in nature, do some meditation. You just need some time to sit to yourself alone, to receive some clarity on whatever this situation is dealing with. Okay, that's my message. I'm going to stop right there. And also, if you need to reach out to me for some more clarification, if this message resonates with you, take what you need, leave what you don't. These are just general messages, whose ever energy is open for me to have access to it, to provide these readings. That's who it's for. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, just take what you need. But also as well, you could reach out to me if you need some clarity on some things. If it resonated and you need a little bit more of an explanation or an expanded version, please reach out to me and let me know. Or just leave a comment and let me know if it helped or if it gave you some clarity on some things that you may be dealing with. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.